Oh, howdy all, grab yourself a drink, it's time for some Path of Exile discussion. This is a quick reminder that there is a very important vendor recipe that a lot of people are forgetting about, and that is the breach ring recipe. This is the sole reason that these things are worth anything. You go and you vendor 60 of them in one transaction, and you will receive a special crafted base back. Now these crafted bases are called grasping mails, and they will have at least one and sometimes multiple special mods you can't get anywhere else. You'll know what the item level is of your grasping mail before you commit to the trade, and that will be based upon the item levels that you submitted. So here, this is going to be an item level 81. However, the key mods actually don't depend upon the item level of the submitted rings. So when we commit to this trade, we're going to get this grasping mail. At this point, all we need to do is identify it. There are a few specific mods that are worth something. The one you really want to see is Chayula themed and is 100% increased global defenses. So that is like allocating 100% increased ward, 100% increased armor, 100% increased ES, and 100% increased evasion on the passive tree. There is also another one that is much more niche, but is also 4 times as rare, and that is 1% increased attack speed per 25 dexterity. All the other mods are much lower value, but some of them are okay. So what we get here, we got 100% increased global defenses. That's massive. Like that's something like 15 Exalts there. And that's the reason that you want to do this. And that has 6 mods in total. All the other mods on it are pretty bad, but you know what? We don't really care. If you wanted to craft this further, what you would do at this point is beast split it. And then when you're beast splitting it, you're hoping that the 100% global defenses becomes the only mod on one of the items that you get. Alternately, it could go with one of the other mods. In fact, that's more likely. That's going to happen 2 times out of 3, that you'll end up with the Chayula mod and something else. At that point, you can then do a whole bunch of crafts around it. I made a whole other video on that. In any case, this is something that you should keep in mind because those breaching rings are actually one of the better things you'll be looting off the ground in maps. They're certainly worth a lot more than a Chaos Orb, and you can sell them in bulk if you don't want to do the RNG step. I believe it's something like 1 in 12 all told when you vendor a set that you will get the Global Defenses mod. So I got lucky here, and in fact, it's not the first one I've had this league. But even if you don't get lucky, there are other good things you can get. May your Varlorbs have interesting results.